Glamrock Bonnie is a fan favourite animatronic in FNAF, but one question is, who really killed him? There's a couple of theories regarding his disappearance from Rockstar Row, and today we're going to be going over them and uncovering his true killer. To find Bonnie, you must go around deactivating all the wet floor signs, or as Dorka likes to call them, pat-pats. Once you do this, you can access the secret room behind the bowling alley and go and see Bonnie. The first thing I want to talk about with the pat-pats is when you deactivate them, they make a crying sort of sound. This leaves one question: who is crying? Well, put simply, I think it's the missing children that are mentioned in the bad ending of Security Breach. In the ending, Gregory escapes the Pizzaplex and is left homeless. We see him in a cardboard box and covering himself in a newspaper. On this newspaper, we see that kids have recently been going missing, and who else would be making the sound other than them? Now, back to Bonnie. If you look closely at him, you can see his eye lights are still on, showing some sort of life is still in him, and surrounding him are 4 of the pat-pats. It's as if he used his last bits of energy to send out a distress signal and call for help, but to no avail. Now, if you take a look at Bonnie's damages, you can start to get a better picture of who may have dismantled him like this. We know that whoever it was must have been very aggressive towards Bonnie, considering they had to smash a bowling ball over his head. We also can see that they had some sort of green paint on them from the damages to Bonnie's chest cavity. And if you also look at the messages we get in Security Breach about the night of Bonnie's disappearance, you can finally sort to understand who actually killed Bonnie. Let's start off with the messages. We can see that Bonnie left his green room in Rockstar Row at 12:24 AM before being last spotted at Monty Golf at 4:12 AM. That's still a large time difference, but he also makes a pit stop along the way at the East Arcade. Still, that's not enough to cover up nearly 4 whole hours, so what was he doing for that entire time? It's possible that he knew he was going to die and wanted to take a final walk around the Pizzaplex before going to end his life, but how would he know? This seems far too unlikely. Then, we could say that he was under the influence of vanny or glitchtrap, but why would it take them so long to get Bonnie out of commission? Surely he couldn't fight the virus for that long. If it was the mimic would have also disposed of all the rest of the animatronics as well, and judging from the green paint left behind from what we can only assume to be Bonnie's murderer, it couldn't be the mimic. There's nothing green about him. I also don't see any motive for the mimic trying to dispose of Glamrock Bonnie. There's also the theory from Rexter, so go and make sure to subscribe to him, that it could be Roxanne Wolf, and it's a pretty compelling theory. But I still don't think it could have been Roxy as likely as it would have been Monty, so for the time being I'm going to stick with Monty. He ticks all the right boxes after all. He's green, he's aggressive, and he practically lives in the last place that Bonnie was seen before his death. If you also look at Bonnie's damages, you can see that he has a bowling ball to the head, along with his legs being ripped off and chest cavity being torn open. I feel this would be more something like Monty would do, rather than Roxy. So there you have it. Bonnie's killer is most likely Monty. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and for more FNAF content, maybe watch the videos on the screen right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.